Tonight is my bingo night. Whoa. Tonight is my bingo night. Yeah. What's y'all on, man? Can everybody hear me? Oh, let me stop trolling. What y'all on, though, man? Gotta make sure I don't got no boogers in here, man. I think I joined too early this time or something. What's going on? Okay, there go my people right there. There go my peoples, man. There we go. There we go. There we go, Mike. Here we are. Shout out to ASAP News, man. Shout out to my boy Toxic Weekends, too, man. Malik Elliott, shout out to folks for the donation. He say, it's bingo night. Whoa. Yeah. Y'all know what it is, man. Shout out to folks. What y'all on, man. Shout out to my mods if they in or if they tapping in. Shout out to them, man. What looks so tired about me? I look tired to y'all? Hey, Kennedy. Boston boy, yeah, I've been to Poughkeepsie. Poughkeepsie. I thought that wasn't even a real place, and it was. What y'all on, though, man? Talk to me, man. What's going on? What's the vibes? What's the vibes? Shout out to Cash Up 9162 for the donation. He say, go take that lady to bingo night. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I take my ladies to bingo night often. Every night be my bingo night. Whoa! You know what I'm saying? She say she trying to go to bingo night. Okay, cool, man. I'm taking bingo nighters. If you want to go to bingo night, man, just hit me up on the gram. I'm gonna take you in, man. You know, you just gotta get in with me. We gotta, if you know, anybody that want to experience bingo night, man. You know, like, just get in with me, man. Sorry for the wrinkly shirt, by the way, y'all. Sorry, man. Know y'all about ready to troll me. That go my mod. Is Will is my boy Will the only mod in here, bro? Like, I ain't gonna lie, that's the first. Oh wait, hold on, I might be trolling. Nah, for real, I think folks the only one in here for real. If you a mod, say VDK right now in the chat. Shout out to Rich Money Cash. Say I need that Front Street 600 story. Tell you why you smell like Duke. Your mama smell like Duke. That's who smells like Duke, first of all. But I just screenshotted your request. I said if you are a mod, not just commenting in there. Kalen Irby Jr. shout out to folks. He say, do you think there's a difference between being loyal, between loyalty and faithfulness? Yeah. Cause people could be loyal to you, like, but they could still be not faithful. You know what I'm saying? If we talk about relationships, like they could be on to other people, but they might feel like as long as they never like cross you about them or choose them over you, they never being disloyal to you. But really, in all honesty, when it depends on what the rules of the situation is. If it's your girl, if you cheat on her, you not being faithful or loyal, and that's just the thing. So maybe it's some type of nuance that'll separate being loyal and being faithful. But honestly, they kind of run under the same tree. Cause you can't tell the person that you being disloyal to that you faithful. You know what I'm saying? Or that you, like you can. It's just nah. King Rory Carver said, "What's your favorite gun that could hold 100 clip?" Man, fool. I mean, that probably got to be like AI or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Or a chopstick. Cause I know you can put monkey nuts on a Drake. You know what I'm saying? In the AI. You know what I'm saying? So probably AI or Drake with the monkey nuts. Cause the monkey nuts 250 rounds. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Rich Money Cash say, I was just messing with you, bro. Got that from your Big A story. Nah, I know you trolling, fo. I'm just trolling. I'm trolling with you, fo. It's all love. Shout out to Rich Money Cash one for the donation, man. Oh, no. What y'all on, man? What y'all on, man? What y'all on, man? Redeem Walker say much love from Kansas City. Wishing you nothing but peace and positivity, brother. That's what's up, folks. Shout out to anybody in Missouri. I feel like I'm a fellow Missourian because I be in Kansas. I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan. Like I'm with y'all, man. We locked. We locked, man. They say who you got tonight, Dolphins or Bills? I honestly got the Dolphins. Honestly got the Dolphins. I'm gonna be 100 with y'all, man. And if anybody listening to me, it's the Dolphins, folks. Tonight. I know Josh Allen owned them and Josh Allen spank them, but this they at home. Josh Allen got to travel. You know he the one traveling, and then he just like Tyreek is he gotta break this defense up, folks. Him and Jalen Waddle, they gotta break that up. That defense over at the Bills it can't guard them. It can't hold them, bro. So even if they go, if Miami win in the shootout, they should be able to beat this version of the Bills. You know what I'm saying? This ain't, like Jody. I mean, what is these? Micah Hyde and Jody Poyer. This ain't even Matt Milano and you know Tre'Davious White. Like this ain't even none of them. All of them gone. These other people. You know what I'm saying? This not that defense. This is other people. You know what I'm saying? So Tyreek flaming them. Jalen Waddle should be able to get busy. They tight ends. This ain't even the same pass rush outside of Von Miller, but they do got some young hoopers, ballers on the defensive line. But everything is set up for Miami to win, bro. It's gonna be over 70 degrees, so like it's set up for them to be good, bro. Like R underscore K2255, yeah. If you got Instagram on your phone, hit me on the gram, fo, and I'll see you my PayPal. And I'll see you my PayPal email. For now. But yeah, fo. I'm definitely. I feel like it's their time, fo. Nail underscore 147 say Harvey World tapping in. Shout out to Harvey World, by the way. He said Harvey World tapping in. Adriana's story. I know you was in there, or Harvey's story in general. Oh my God, G. So that was I'm gonna do a live on that, G. But I definitely got I'm gonna do a separate live. I ain't gonna give nothing away on here, but I definitely got hella stories, G, because we was all hanging in Adriana's folk before everybody was really into it. And once we got into it, like so it used to be us and Louis and them in there sometime. Then we ran into Louis and them, we was in tour with them. Like it had been some boy, like on Fulham Adriana's for I done been to Adriana's once when Dirk was performing there. I done been in there a lot of times when Ide was performing. We used to go in there and perform like once or twice a month when he dropped Gucci, for Ide used to have it on lock back then for on phone. Going there, play Gucci. He'd be double G on my belt, but they had the whole streets going crazy. For them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What's up though? What y'all on, man? What y'all doing? How y'all coming? How y'all coming, baby? What y'all on, man? He said, I'm rolling up. Hold on. Gotta roll some Riri. See, look, it's always some airtime on here, folks. Stuff want to be playing. It's probably why I keep getting my. What the? Oh, they on the boats today. Well, y'all don't even know. I'm sad right now. I'm sad right now, boy. What's up, though? What y'all on? Talk to me, though, man. Talk to me. What y'all on, man? What y'all on? What y'all on, man? Did y'all enjoy that live last night about Shay Shay? I went back and watched that this morning, G. I swear when I go back and watch my own lives, I'll be cracking up too. Like Poppy 302. First of all, he said Jordan over LeBron. I'm starting ish today. You know what? If you saying that, bro, first of all, Poppy, before I even clear you, how old is you? Let's start there. Let's start there. Let's start there. How old is you? Tea Time said 1296. Shout out to them for the donation, by the way. He said Doc boys be all over old block 600 ish in our cars. The E Dog and Wooski have a relationship. Well, he said DOC boys. I saw in the interview said that that's his little brother. Cap. I mean, no, he probably saying that because you know his big brother is Big Mike, and they all from the Wick. And Wooski was living. They probably know him from when he was a shorty. You know what I'm saying? So he looking at it like that's his homie. You know what I'm saying? He's just an op, probably. That's probably how Easky looking at it from. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't call cap on that. Cash App 912662. I mean, shout out to bro. He say, do y'all X pills really be busting like that in the rack? Best ecstasy in the country, right here in Chicago. I guarantee you that. I put our X against any X on the market. You know what I'm saying? On the market. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no X be not X, bro. Tim Pierce to say, do you prefer the G21 over the G20 10mm? Yeah. Bro, I keep telling you, for like the guns, for a lot of things that people look for in guns, bro, don't matter to me, for because if I really need to shoot somebody, certain things not gonna be it's just gonna be irrelevant to me. Like I know you for certain reasons, right? So certain gun guys might feel like certain Glocks better than other Glocks, or like me choosing a 21 over a 20 or a G20 10mm is like, oh man, that do this better, or that do that better, that aim better, the recoil better, you know, like. But when I'm shooting a motherfucker, bro, I don't give a fuck about recoil and all of that on phone them. Like I'm trying to, when I clap me a nigga, folk, I'm trying to clap him close range. I'm trying to put my pipe to a, I'm trying to put my pipe on a nigga skull and fold them. So recoil and all that other shit ain't gonna mean nothing once I clap his motherfucking ears together, folks. I could do that with a doozy, folks. Glock 21, this bitch just, I know what it's gonna do to you, folks. Them 4-5 shells, folks. T-Roy used to call them baby dicks, folks. On BD, no Diddy, on Steve. He used to call them baby dicks, folks. On BD, you hit a motherfucker with those. Boom, 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 boom. Motherfucker gonna get down, man. That 10mm gonna make him get down too. But this Glock 21 so big, that bitch a scare tactic. When you up that, motherfucker don't want to feel that. Motherfucker might think they could take that 10mm. They gonna look at it, they thinking it's a 10mm, but that motherfucker about this big. They gonna think they could take that out, this fat ass 21 with this Chris Vec and that bitch. I swear to God, motherfucker they gonna know I mean business. I'm for them. I'm up at 21 Vec, all in that bitch. Boom, 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 boom. Button. In case I wanna phone them, boy. Code name Mikey. Shout out to folks for the donation. He said, last live had me crying. Laugh you to my which pipe you like better had me dead. Yeah, y'all turned that into a freak session on folding. Y'all bogus for that, folks. Shout out to Kent Webb. He say, I often do guys click because of mutual ops. Seems like every time. Every time niggas click up, they already dissing each other ops and letting it be known they don't fuck with each other. Like, you know, like it just, it come right out. Big shout out from the UK, my guy. Been watching the growth since No Hook. Takes 600 up them Ruger. Shout out to Folkston for the donation. Negs Wavy. Shout out to Negs Wavy for the donation, man. I'm glad you can see the growth. I've been doing this quite some time, so I'm glad that you noticed, bro. I'm glad y'all can see it. Glad y'all can see it. For him, like, I don't give a King Robbie Carter, he said, I know September a tough month for you. I respect you still going live. Hey, do y'all want to know something, though? I feel like me going live with y'all been helping me, though, because I just been staying busy, bro. Like, I just been staying busy, fo. Like, I ain't even, this September kind of been one of the easier ones because I just been staying, like, in a good headspace, and I just been staying active. Like, I ain't been letting myself ponder around or even think about certain things or memories. Or I just been staying active and staying out of my head, bro, and staying working and working and working. You know what I'm saying? So, honestly, this September, you know, don't get me wrong, on those exact days, like, it's still gonna be, it's still, you know, on D-Thing birthday, it was crazy, folk. On, you know, J Money Death Day, it was wacky, folk. Moo Moo, Lil Steve Day coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like in 2 days. Then we gotta turn around on the 19th. That's his death day, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? But then we gotta turn around LA on the 18th, his birthday. His death day on the 26th. You know what I'm saying? Like, Moo Moo. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a September wacky, for Mac in this month. You know what I'm saying? Mac died in September of last year. I mean, Mac, Mac, what's that? Is that September? Is that when? No, that ain't September. I'm tweaking. What has it been September? I think I am right about that. Actually, I think I'm right about that. I think I am right about that. On phone them. Yeah, it was Mac died in September on phone them. It's finna be a whole year Mac been dead on phone them. Y'all see how quick that go around, fool? Like, it's crazy. Uh LD Junior, shout out to folks. He say Def been waiting on this one for sure, man. M thing, did you ever do an Inky D story? Cause he looks slow. No, I ain't never did Inky D. I ain't never did Inky D, but I do Inky D, man. Oh, wait, folks. No Diddy, folks. You gotta watch how I'm doing, man. Gotta watch what LS, man. Shout out to LS for the donation. Oh, she said off topic, but I think you should make sale. Tonight is my bingo night. Whoa. Merch on the site. I'm definitely is, man. I'm gonna be doing a couple things, couple slogans, woo wop de bam, and it's gonna be a couple things that's gonna be popping off, man. Like I'm glad that y'all feel like that type of stuff for sale. I got a couple people helping me with that type of stuff. That's crazy that y'all even think that. Y'all gotta know that I'm ain't just doing this for nothing. Like I'm putting everything we gon' everything we've done in this space, we gonna put it marketed and it's gonna be great, man. Like I just hope when I drop merch, y'all actually get it, man. Cause before I drop, I'm gonna put a lot of, thought and effort into it. I'm not gonna try to produce no gilding shirts. I'm trying to have real cotton and real stuff you can wash and all that. Cause I know like that's my pet peeve when I buy any type of merch from anybody. It's like that's one of those one-time things where you just buy it to support people instead of buying it to really like it or wear it. You know what I'm saying? And I want people to buy it because not because they support me or they rock with me. I want them to buy because it's something they want to throw on. You know what I'm saying? So definitely trying to find a medium between that. Thunder 2345 say, shout out to Foden for the donation. He said there would be no Bron without MJ to emulate. Bron didn't emulate MJ, bro. Only thing he emulated from him was the powder toss and the number 23, fo. Other than that, they games ain't alike at all. It wouldn't be Kobe if it wouldn't be no Kobe if he didn't have MJ to emulate. It don't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Customs by Kino. Shout out, folks. He say, hit me if you need any insight on customs. For sure. Got you, broski. Got you, man. Got you, man. People be wacky, man. Man, fuck Kobe. Perk Gambit TV. Fuck Kobe. Y'all want to keep talking about my nigga Bron. Fuck Kobe. Fuck is you talking about? Y'all want to keep tweaking on Bron. Fuck Kobe, man. Stop tweaking on folks, man. For motherfucker get on Kobe ass, man. Motherfucker get on Kobe bumper around this bitch. Fuck is you talking about? Motherfucker steady want to provoke and come at my mans. Well, man, fuck Kobe. Fuck is you talking about? Stop bringing up folks now, man. Steady bringing up for them, man. Stop bringing up them members, man. For motherfucker get on Kobe ass around this bitch. Nah, they somebody you saying that because I said you ride Bron like Rot. And because people I keep seeing look Kobe. Yeah, Kobe was waiting. LeBron was never better than like. Why is y'all steady filling my comments, the chat with this bull drive, bro? Like y'all just retarded, fo. I told you, fo. That's that Kobe. That's that Kobe aura, fo. That Mamba mentality got you niggas laced, fo. Like, oh, for them, bro. Like, You know, Bart Mega Dude, shout out to them for the donation. He said their growth is no stress life. Said did eat a last interview. Need you next. Salute to you. DM me on the ground, folk. DM me on the ground, folk. DJ Lights Out 06 said, Tay, you ever been to St. Louis? Is it true that STL is more dangerous to Chicago? So let me explain this to y'all, right? This is why, first of all, I hate when people try to like be like, and this is a dumb argument to even before I even get into it, folks, but the way that people go off most dangerous cities in the world, folks, in the country is they go off how many murders you get per 100,000 residents. So basically, they say they put St. Louis on a lot of these most dangerous cities in the country things. St. Louis is like top 2 or 1 because St. Louis got a lot of crime, and Baltimore, these places got a lot of crime considered how small they is. You know what I'm saying? Considered how small they is. People be like, oh, okay, they be having 300 murders a year, and Chicago have 700 murders a year, but Chicago a hella many times bigger than St. Louis. So per 100,000 people, St. Louis is more dangerous than Chicago. But the problem with shit like that is, bro, then what is we gonna say for the 2 cities? Because Chicago is not the biggest city in America, bro. It's the 3rd. And the 2 cities that's bigger than Chicago got more people in it than Chicago have by millions of people. Because basically what they saying is if these dangerous places was bigger, they would have more murders. But we got places that's bigger than Chicago that don't have more murders than Chicago. We have cities, folk, that double. New York is like double or triple the population of Chicago, bro. The whole New York is like triple the population of Chicago, folk. In New York only. And y'all know I'm talking about the city of New York. I'm not talking about the state of New York. If you smart, you know it's New York, New York. You know what I'm saying? It's not like New York is like a city and a state. It's New York, New York. You know what I'm saying? Or it's be upstate New York or something like that. You know what I'm saying? To be somewhere New York City. You know what I'm saying? So if New York is millions of people more than us, Cali got more people than us, but less crime rate by a lot of people, by a lot of murders. It ain't even close. So my whole thing is more don't always equal more. You know what I'm saying? Like so when people be, cause bro, you can look at, y'all can go Google this right now. Everybody go Google top most dangerous cities in America. Chicago on a lot of them lists ain't even top 5. Some of them lists it's not even top 10. Y'all tell me if y'all believe we not in real life, we not a top 5 most dangerous city, folks. It's no way that is possible, folks. It's no way that's possible, folks. It's no way that's possible, folks. But the people that's in charge of making these graphics like to tell you, oh yeah, smaller cities per 100,000 places, if they got, bro, Baltimore dangerous, St. Louis dangerous. They hovering around 300 murders, 250 murders. We doubling that on a dry year. If we finish this year with 600 murders, everybody getting reelected. Everybody. If we finish with 600 murders in Chicago, every official get reelected here. That is a great that is a knock on all the that everybody look good. Cause a couple years ago we cracked over 900 or something like that, bro. Like it was like that. So it's bro, I'm telling you, I've been in a lot of cities, folks. This city different, folks. It's different. And shout out to the cities that get active, like Philly and like parts of Jersey and like parts of Texas and St. Louis and shout out to all them other cities, Louisiana, there's some of them cities in Louisiana, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them other cities, bro. But this the rack, folks. Everybody around here get punished, folks. I ain't gonna lie, folks. This the rack, folks. You want to learn how to kill? You want to see some murders? You want to see a dead body? Come to the rack. You want to learn about massacres, folks? Come to the biddy. I ain't gonna lie, folks. Like, we ain't gonna, like, come on, folks. Come, you gotta, like, this it go down out here, folks. And I'm not taking credibility, or I'm not bragging about it. I'm just being 100. King J said, how long before we see you on the URL? What is that? 64 of Ellis say, what up, gang? You ain't started yet, did you? I'm about to spark up. Nope, I didn't. Shout out to my boy 64 of Ellis. I'm finna start, though. I'm finna start for sure. Finna start. Neil 147, shout out to folks for the donation. He say, Chicago not top when it comes to those per 100 residents numbers, but it's just most numbers, period, per year. Chicago be top 3. That's what I'm saying, though, bro. First of all, we leading every year in murders. Is not even close. We number 1 in murders in every. If we just going state to state, we number 1 in murders. We number 1 in murders. So that's 1. But per 100,000 residents, we not even top 5. And a lot of them things, we're not even top 10. But that's basically saying that because they basically saying that if the places that's not as big as us, it was as big as us, they would have more crime than us. But I'm telling you, my debate with that would be, it's cities that's bigger than us that we still got more murders than by hundreds of murders. So it don't make sense, bro. You can't say, oh, per 100,000, because it's people with per 100,000 more than us, and they can't see us in kills. So it's just like I don't really get the measurement. I don't even understand why is we measuring per 100,000 residents when half the murders in the city of Chicago come from one part of town. For if you from the city and you watching this right now, folks, everybody from Chicago know the biggest sides of Chicago is out south and out west. Over east is basically out south, but going east, and it's not that big. Like, it's big, over east big. But it ain't big as out south, and it ain't big as out west. Out south and out west holding about 65% of the murders in a rack. Up north, like a good 10, 15%. And then you got, like, the other side, which is like going west way. And that's considered out south. Niggas on 71st in California, you ask them where they from, they gonna say they from out south. So 60, we talking about per 100,000 residents, but 2 parts of town make up for 60+% of all the bodies. So you just can't be like, oh yeah, well up north, this and that, because that's considered Chicago, but it got way less crime up north. It's way less crime up north, folks. You come to the right, you come out south, you come out west, folks. That's why out west, all the junkies, you get robbed, shot, killed, and served out west. You come out south, you getting murdered, folks. Like, this what out south do. We kill people, folks. Everybody in the city know that, folks. Like, it ain't just you account for the 2 million plus people that live in the whole Chicago, but the murders coming from a lot of these bodies ain't coming from all over the city. They coming from 2 compact places on phone them. So it's like it really don't make sense. Shout out to NC. She like people know, folks. Like people know, folks. Like if you in Iraq, folks, you know, folks. Like you feel me? Like the murders that's piling up around here, folks, they coming from the same places, folks. It ain't too many murders all. Even niggas from over east be getting smoked out south. Like they don't even. A lot of niggas that be getting caught out of bounds be getting clapped over east or up north, folks. A lot of them niggas ain't even getting smoked in their own hoods, folks. They getting shot up in different hoods or different blocks and out south. They be in other niggas' hoods and all type of shit, folks. Like out south, folks, we punishing everything out here, folks. And out west, folks. Austin area, folks, they murking everything out there, folks. You can't even really get money in Austin, part of out west right now, folks. They murking everything, folks. Everything right now, folks. It's getting murked. It's drill city right now. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't get the whole 100,000 per 100,000 residents shit. I don't really understand it, bro. Cause anybody in the bitty, if you from the city, you know, like, a lot of the bodies coming from the same, you know. What you on, bro? I'm ready for this Shaq story. Low end 49th. All right, let's get to the Shaq story, man. Let's get to the Shaq story. I don't know what happened to these other ones for. Like, somebody said facts. Cross Western is hold on. I seen facts cross Western or something. But you know, folk, like y'all know, like if you from out south, folk, everything is basically happening right here, folk. Bro, like folk, now, folk. When you from out south, folk, like he talking about what you. Shout out to NC. Shout out to all my moms that's in here, man. Shout out to my boy. He say, "Damn, it's that bad." Yeah, it's really bad, folks. Like, it's bad out here, folks. Like, it's bad, folks. Like, uh, Jack 604 say, "Goofy donates $10 to say a lot of nothing." For sure, folks. Oh yeah, one of my homie from Philly that just sent. He say, "Shout out to Customs by Keno." He said, "Yes, sir. Philly fuck with you, my boy. Small city, big guns. Not super proud, but it's the truth. Let it kick off. We ready to spark up. Oh, for sure, folks. Yeah, folks. Drill error say somebody just paid you to paid $10 to troll. Your mom's on it. For sure, I seen something. I couldn't even read it, folks. Straight belted them, folks. But look, so now bang. Let's get into it, y'all. So now, Shaq, folks. There's a lot of reasons why y'all don't really hear people talking too much about Shaq because a lot of people knew Shaq, but a lot of people didn't know Shaq, folks. Because everybody knows Shaq. Shaq from the Met Building. Shaq is like a respected member, folks. He a respected member, folks. He one of them people where it's like, all right, cool. You know, blow pop. Fatty LaBelle, shout out to Fatty LaBelle. He said, blow pop here, there. What up, gang? What you on, folks? Kent Webb said, belt, shout out to Phonem. But yeah, keep putting belts on them. But yeah, so look now, Shaq was different. Shaq come from the Met Building, everybody. This like Blast cousin. All the guys know him. Reese, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, Hoodo, Ide. See, they all four of them grew up with him. Wook, Bernie. Everybody know Shaq, folks. But Shaq was different. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't trying to be what we ended up becoming. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't trying to follow the footsteps of his people, folks. Like, Shaq was one of them people, folks. Shaq was one of them people, folks, that, you know, if, you know, he was just one of those type of people where if he wanted to he didn't want to do what we was doing, folks. Just to say the least. He didn't want to be on what we was on. He didn't want to do nothing. So all of the people was basically like annoying to him, folks. Like if you was on a certain type of life, Shaq was just like, like he'll kind of dismiss you. He'll kind of like, like not hang around you or concern himself with you. You know what I'm saying? Because Shaq had a plan, bro. Shaq was one of them people, folks. He knew that he didn't want to be in the streets when I was a shorty, folks. Like he knew this when I was a shorty. Like that ain't what he didn't want his life to be. That like he didn't want his life to be just another shorty that came up in the Calumet building, followed the long line of drug dealers and gangbangers from the Met building. No, he wanted to be different from them. For he wanted to be greater than them. He didn't want to have to beat the streets and duck the feds and all of that, folks. But folks was a real member though. Like this wasn't nothing that made him goofy or nothing. This was just something that made him stand out from the rest of us, folks. Cause he was right there with it. Like when you grow up in the Met building, for and you related to the people he related to, for all you seeing is dope, coke, junkies, money, like that's all you seeing. For he coming up around the time when the BD twins around his bitch riding the Bentleys and all of that, folks. Like the whole Met building was getting bread, folks. Like these niggas millionaires, folks. So Shaq was one of them people where it was like he seen that up close and he decided to go away from it, folks. He ran from that, like not literally, but like figuratively. Like no, I'm through with that. I'm through with that life. I mean, I'm not even gonna get into that type of life. Even though he was still 600 and he was still quote unquote gang banging to a degree because he loved his niggas, and his niggas basically ended up growing up and becoming 600. He was here before 600, but he just, he seen what was going on. He wanted the guy, so he didn't play, of course. But Shaq was different, bro. Shaq was so different, bro. He was so different. He knew he was headstrong, folk. He knew that he was gonna be different, but he wouldn't surround himself with a bunch of niggas. He felt like he knew we was in this life and he knew what type of life we was living at the time. But if he feel like you smart enough to take on what he's saying, because we still shorty, so we gotta learn through trial and error, folks. But Shaq still, if he feel like you not as 100% of a knucklehead, folks, he'll give you some game and he'll sit and talk to you, folks. You know what I'm saying? Distraught Falcons fans say Ma's not playing. They was giving the belt that one stream, but I'm still rocking for sure. But now, folks, I'm telling you, folks, Shaq was different, folks. Like he knew early, like this is what he wanted to do, folks. Like this is how he wanted to come, folks. And when I got a little older, he started talking to me, folks. And he started just like giving me certain things, and he'll always tell me like, yeah, you see, you the only one that listen. You the only one that listen. He's like, I only be talking to you because you the only one that listen. Because he started pulling me to the side and started like taking me under his wing, not to do like bad shit though. Like, because that's only time I have been taken under wings, folk, at this point, folk, is to be bad. So as Shaq kind of like talking to me, folk, I'm like soaking up the game from folks, you know what I'm saying? But I'm realizing like, folk, he just want to cuff me so he can send me in the right direction, folk. You know what I'm saying? So he can make sure that I don't end up a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause folk, I ain't gonna lie, like me, D Rose, man, we all the same age, folk. Like, we all the same age, folk. We all out here together, active, Mac, all us, you feel me, bite down, folk. But unless you was his cousin, folk, like Blast or something, the only one of the little guys, folk, that he would sit and pull to the side or walk with and get in their ear about was me, folk. Was me, folk. I ain't gonna lie, folk. Or M Thing or something like that. But that's because him and D Thing was like this, folk. So he looked at M Thing like you my baby brother, folk. D Thing and Shaq was like this, folk. D-Thing and Shaq was like this, folks. They was damn near besties too on phone them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So anything Malik did was like Shaq just loved him for sure. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, it was like, for he'll only pull me to the side and be like, man, for like, you know, this what you need to be on, or this what I'm thinking about, this what I'm on, this what I'm coming for, this how we should attack this how we should do that. Like, he was one of them type of niggas, for real cerebral dude, for real genuine, kind-hearted, for like love you type nigga, for like he stay in his lane too. He ain't out here trying to make you think he the big gangster, or he the savage, or he the pipe toter. He don't tote pipes. He don't run around with guns or nothing, folk. But you gonna respect Shaq, folk. You gonna respect Shaq, folk. Everybody know this, folk. He don't gotta tote a gun, blow a gun. He don't gotta act like he wanna get on niggas' ass. None of that, folk. But you gonna respect Shorty, and everybody did. Everybody did, folks. All the gangsters, all the fighters, shooters, drug dealers, they all had a love for folks. And everybody fucked with him because of how much he stayed in this lane. He was one of them first niggas I remember in the streets, folks, that was staying in their lane, folks. When everybody else was too busy trying to get turned and jump off the porch to be seen and heard, Shaq was literally purposely doing it going in the other direction. Staying himself, folks, like doing his thing and just getting love off that. He not chasing no high off clout. He didn't even get off drugs, folks. Like he didn't even come up off drugs. LF257, bro, I think you late or something. I just explained this. You're gonna have to go back and do that, folks. But you know, like he was one of those type of niggas, folks. Like, everybody loved folks for being who he was, folks. But he'll pull me to the side, folks, and be talking about a lot of shit in life, and I just used to sit, folks. Cause I love Big Bro. And sometimes, like, he used to be talking to me, folks, when I be wishing like he'll stop talking to me, folks, so I can go like chase some hoes or do whatever the rest of the guys is doing. I'm sitting over here in the corner talking to folks or getting talked to by folks, and he's saying some real shit, but I'd rather be doing what folks them doing, folks. But I'm glad that I never showed folks like I was uninterested, because I was always, my ears was always open. I'm just was a shorty, folks. So like I'm like my ears open, folks, but I want to do some other shit too. So I definitely feel like I'm happy that I never even showed folks like, man, I ain't want to hear that shit or some folks, because like, you know, Shaq one of them people you think gonna be here forever, folks. How he was moving, like how he was coming, folks, how he was moving. You think a nigga like Shaq could be here forever, folks. You know what I'm saying? Because I did. I ain't gonna lie, I did. I thought folks was gonna be here forever, folks. And, you know, he wasn't, folks. But I'm glad that I got a chance to soak up all that game and talk about all the shit that I talked about with folks, because he didn't last, folks. And he wasn't here forever, folks. And I just remember, folks, like, when he used to pull me to the side and he'll be talking like about a lot of plans and the type of shit he was on, folks. This is when he started telling me he was gonna be a producer. He like, I'm gonna produce music. Like, but this like in like 2010 and 11, folks. Like, he telling me like, I'm gonna make beats. At this point in time, that shit sound goofy as hell. I ain't gonna lie, folks. Like, this how I'm telling you, folks, how different he was, folks. Because I know when y'all hear me say this now, y'all probably gonna think like, well, Keith was rapping at that time and but yeah, folks, but niggas wasn't even rapping then. Like, so rapping wasn't common that much then, and then making beats was even less common. Like, why you think all the beat makers, folks, from back then got turned? Like, cause it wasn't a lot of them, folks. It was Leaky Leak, Young Chop, and like, really, that was it. And DJ Ken on phone, they was all making beats on phone. This even before DJ L, Bankroll Corey. This before DJ L got his wave, folks. This before Victorious, like all them dude them wasn't making beats yet, folks. I'm talking about 2011, 2010. and who was hot and who was actually like, oh, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna make beats. No, wasn't a lot of that going on, folks. You feel me? Paris Bueller was, but Paris Bueller didn't really get turned until he made This Ain't What You Want. So this even before Paris Bueller got turned or was really doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about people who was actually devoted, folks, and making noise. I'll give you Smiles, folks. You feel me? I ain't gonna give you D Gaines because D Gaines was a famous. He got hot off his videos, not his production, folks. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a lot of people doing that on them. So when he said that in 2011, I'm looking like, folks thinking his head, he might be a little too different, folks, because I don't know how much that's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? But folks was already devoted. He was already making the beats and doing what he was doing. Folks on BD, he was to tell me like, and I'm gonna be 100, folks, like, folk didn't want fucking with his beats, folks. Like, Foden, because like before he got killed, Foden was rapping, folk, and he was telling all them about his beat making and all that shit, folk. And Foden was playing folks' beats to the left. Cause I'm not a rapper at this point, bro. So I don't know if they playing it because they don't like the beats or cause they just ain't fucking with they mans, folk. Because back in the day, folk, I'm gonna tell you some real one and shit, folk. Like, everybody wasn't quick to give you the keys to success when we was growing up, bro. Like, anybody back then, everybody was broke as hell, folks. So the little motherfuckers who started having motion, folks, they really didn't want to bring niggas along at first, bro. Everybody wanted to be the only one with motion in the beginning, folks. I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't a lot of niggas that was just bringing niggas up, folks. Like, E-Day and them was rapping and S-Dot and them was rapping, folks, but they had the clout, but they wasn't bringing niggas along, folks, bro. Like, they wasn't really bringing people along like that, folks. And I witnessed this with LA, folks. I remember when LA wasn't a rapper, folks, on Biddy, and he was trying to rap. He was trying to tell Foden he could rap and to put him in the studio, folks. And Foden was leaving him, not taking them, folks, and just straight up like low key acting like they don't want to try to put folks on the song, like he can't rap or something. And folks started going on his own. If LA would have waited on Foden to put him in the studio, y'all wouldn't have never got murdered, folks. It's a couple songs y'all would have never had, folks. It's a lot of songs probably, folks, if y'all would have never had. If LA didn't go to the stew on his own, folks. Because he's steady telling Foden, like, man, folks, and Manny and Booker and C-Day and them, Foden going to the stew, making tracks, Rondo, rapping, all type of motherfuckers, folks. And he like, bro, damn, he ain't no like, bro, I can rap, folks, bro, I could really do this shit. And niggas getting mad. I'm watching them. Everybody acting like LA ass just like, no, folks, dismissive as hell about what he telling them, folks. And then he started going by himself and niggas getting that, woo, yeah, folks raw and sacking them up and shit. But y'all would have been had 3, 4, 5 songs with folks if y'all was just putting them in the stew and he was telling y'all this on BD. Now he blowing up, and none of you niggas is even on nothing on BD in the rap side at that time. So now y'all wishing y'all did them songs with folks. They would have held a lot. They would have meant a lot, especially right now since we end up figuring out folks weren't gonna live. So like you will see, like, you know, Shaq was making beats, and you would think like, man, oh yeah, you from 600, he was making beats. Oh, I know E-Day and Foden and all the guys was thirsty to hop on Shaq beats. No, they wasn't. They was not bringing Shaq. They wasn't trying to make sure. They wasn't trying to give Shaq knowledge with it or turn them up on their music or nothing, folks. Like, Thunder 2345 say, did Melly know Shaq prior from being from the Met? He said, did Melly know Shaq prior both being from the Met? Yeah, Melly know him. Melly know Shaq. Grew up with Shaq on BD. Malik Elliott said, what's the best videographer in Chicago shooting music videos? It's a couple. I ain't gonna lie, folks. It's a couple, man. You know, I like Diamond Visuals. He the GOAT right now to me. I love Shorty. The one who shot way back when, that's my Shorty. I ain't gonna lie. He just signed to Cole Bennett. The way Ab said, go ahead, switch the style up. And if they hate, then let them hate it, watch the money pile up. Love, keep it up. Love, folks. Appreciate that, bro. I'm phoning them like, But like the guys for one trying to turn Shaq up, for they used to be like dismissive as hell about Shaq beats, and when Shaq used to be like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna get on from this producer shit, or I'm gonna do this producer shit. For them wasn't trying to give them the key, cause for them been new, like for them, bro. A lot of the guys, from the six, that was rapping, they been knew the business side of this shit, like they been had connections, EA and S Dot, and for them been had like clout and all of that, like they been knew, like they could have had Shaq learning the ropes as they was going through their careers, and really we used to meet up, like when we made our Team 600 album, we always having a meet at the studio, You feel me? Like Ede used to be signed to these, I forget the name of them, Ede used to be signed to this label, that was like basically like they big homie got fed time. He ended up going to the feds, so all that ended up like being fucked up, But before he was in the feds and shit, Ede was signed to him. He used to be getting Ede studio time and all that shit, And we all used to be having a beat in the studio together, like making our beats, making songs, writing hooks and verses with each other and all that, Like we used to have to go to the studio, and they never try to tell you, like, Shaq, come to the studio, we come make them beats at the studio. Let us do this, let's do that. Like, like they wasn't really bringing him into the fold for real, You know what I'm saying? Even though he was in our field, basically, I wasn't even in that field, They was, but they wasn't bringing Shaq along for the ride for real, on BD. So he just making beats at his little setup at his crib and doing this shit like recreationally, Nobody hopping on folks' beats or nothing, It was kind of weird to me. I don't them. You know what I'm saying? But when he came to them with that shit, niggas ain't really, they ain't make it look like they was in they was in they was with it, bro. It didn't really come across as if they actually wanted to, like help him live out that dream, and that's one of the things that I'm kind of salty about, because I feel like if we would have been turning him up and he would have got a chance to see the fruits of his labor, like he probably wouldn't even been on the block the day he got killed, on phone him. Like, you feel me? He probably would have been in the crib making beats, because he's seeing everything coming to fruition, them hopping on his beats, them shooting videos to his beat songs they made off his beats. They doing they want, So he would have probably been somewhere just in the studio locked in producing, you know what I'm saying? And trying to make sure, because once a nigga see any type of thing, any type of growth in whatever he pouring into, that make him lock in more, So if Foden would have been just, and I don't want to try to put his death on Foden, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to do that. But what I'm saying is, like, when your niggas come to you, and they got something that they very interested in, or that they hearts in, and if you can help that situation, just do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't make them feel idiotic for what dreams they have, or like don't make them feel like what they saying is not, anything important to you, like help them get through what they, like help bro achieve his goals, like y'all, we turned, like say for instance, G, if Shaq was alive and he had been trying to make beats as I was rapping, I would have had Shaq with me, cause I know I'm producing, I know I'm producing the numbers, I know what the money is, I know how much we can get paid. So why wouldn't I help my homie on the money move? Like, anytime, bro. Like, even if y'all don't want to do just his beats, like, let him and another producer y'all do collabs, so he can, like, co-produce a beat with somebody who's more turned and learn some things. Just put them in the right positions, I done this with other people, People that came to me like, bro, I want to start a podcast, How do I go about it? I'm giving them the game, giving them my resources that I have because I'm a rapper, or because I'm Tay Capone and I have a lot of influence and a lot of people that rock with me in this business. I'm passing it along. Any of my niggas come to me with any ideas that involve the entertainment business, bro, I'm giving them any play I got. I swear to God, any connection I have, bro. I use my shorties hit me up, man, bro, I need somebody to shoot a video, bro. I ain't got the money. Don't worry about it. I call videographers. All of them owe me favors. I done put millions of views on 15 different channels in my life, bro. In Iraq, I done built up so many cameramen. Y'all know this, bro. Y'all know this. I done put millions on multiple cameramen. I could call them right now and say, shoot for my shorties. They gonna do it. I got the capital. You know what I'm saying? My homies call me about certain shit. If it's involved in this business I'm in, I'm giving you everything I got. I'm giving it to you, bro. Anytime a motherfucker call me about anything, bro. I remember when one of my little homies, man, he grew up listening to Maddie Baby. He called me like, bro, I want to do a feature with Maddie, folks. I called Maddie, folks. And Maddie agreed to do the feature for free. I paid Maddie anyway, out of my pocket. Just because you don't even have to do it for free. But I know that I can get you to do it on phone. But I'm not going to come to you for free. You don't got to do it for free, but he was finna do it for free. And I hit folks' hand anyway. On BD anyway. But he was going to do it for me for free. I'm making all type of calls, folks. I ain't going to lie. About any little thing, you come to me, oh, man, bro, I've been trying to, certain videographers I'm shooting with, people hitting me up, oh, I've been DMing him for all type of years, bro, he ain't hit me back. I'm like, hold on, you want to holler at him? Click, put them both right together. Why the fuck is I'm withholding this shit for? This shit ain't mine to keep. This shit ain't mine to keep. And I wish a nigga would have did me like that and I ain't had to go through all this shit and learn this shit on my own and build these connections by myself. But I did. And I'm doing that and I'm giving them to my people, folks. Anytime a motherfucker call me trying to be a producer, folks, all right, let me hear the beats. You know what I'm saying? Let me hear the beats. Let me see what you working with, bro. Because if you like that, you coming in. I would love to sit in the studio and cook with my mans all night. You know what I'm saying? I would love to be on. I would love that, folks. Sit in a booth, click, and just tweak off my homie all night, folks. For real, folks. Like, I'm not finna be around here, folks. Like, oh yeah, you know, playing folks them to the left. Anything they call me about music-wise, I'm on that. I'm locked in. And I'm finna help you get better on phone them, folks. Any connection you need, I'm gonna provide, folks. Any connection you need, I'm providing it, folks. I ain't gonna lie, that's how I'm coming, gang. That's how I'm built. I wish folks I wish he would have stayed alive, folks, so I could have just got in my position and I could have did that for him, folks. Because I would have been rapping my ass out with Shaq, folks. Shaq deserved to be turned and not having to work to take care of his family just like me, folks. Like, I got a lot of love for that man, folks. I would have happily did that for folks. Malik Elliott said, I wish L.A. Capone was still alive because imagine you in L.A. a collaboration album, that would have been the next level Billboard 10. Yeah. When L.A. first got killed and I was rapping for, they was telling me like L.A. like he went in my body. I remember I was playing some music for them like the winter after he got killed, and they like for L.A. his soul in your body for. They like for you got it, Tay, for you could do this for. Like my hood was piping me up. I ain't gonna lie for. Jack 604, he said, sad how 600 never support their own guys. Telling you, bro, my hood different, folks. Like, for them different in the hood, folks. Like, for them different, folks. I ain't gonna lie, cause Shaq was different, folks. Like, Shaq, I would've gave Shaq whatever I had, bro. You know what I'm saying? But Foden was kind of dismissive of it, and that was one of the reasons why he was still, you know, steady being active and out here and doing that, because he wasn't seeing a lot of people trying to help him with what he had going on, and he was just still in the hood for. You know what I'm saying? But like Shaq folk, he was one of them people folk where like we got a couple, like I got a couple memories of Shaq folk like in real time for like Shaq don't panic for like he don't panic. He done been out there for when other our homies got killed for like Shaq was out there for he seen Baldy die for like he seen niggas die for like, and before he got killed for he was the hammer in my head for for the gas down, for like, cause y'all know like before 2011 summer, we was in war and we didn't have no dead bodies, so we used to confidently, pridefully boast about that because we didn't have no dead people, and all the people we was in tour with did. We didn't have no dead bodies, folks. Beans was in jail, and that was the only nigga that was booked. Our whole hood was free. And when Body got killed, we lost. Um, Lola Baby said we need that Quano story. I might do Quanos tonight, man. I might do Quano tonight, man. Y'all go flag down my thumbnail maker. I told him, I sent him that tonight. I sent him all the names, so he should be able to, he should be able to. I told him I need that thumbnail for Quano. But yeah, man, like he was one of those, he don't panic, folk. Like he done seen the guys die, and he just used that to be like, man, bro, like, see what's going on, little bro, see what's happening, see this, see that, see this, see that. Like, he'll just try to drill it in my head about how much, like, when we lost D-Thing, for that killed folks. You know what I'm saying? But then to turn around and have to bury Lil Steve right after that, folk, that broke Shaq, folk. That broke Shaq, folk. That made Shaq run away from this shit even more, folk. I want to know what my mods waiting on the block to get real Beezy out of here. Like, I want to know what y'all waiting on for. Like, what the fuck is y'all? What's wrong? Y'all know, for when people just sitting up here tweaking and trolling and being disrespectful, I'm gonna get mad at my mods, bro, because y'all watching me instead of watching the chat. I ain't gonna get mad at him for this nigga just rolled to my where LA at and you a good, like, for he just steady getting wild and y'all just steady watching him get wild, but y'all ain't doing nothing on BD. Like, I got the wrong bouncers at the club or something? Do I need to hire new ones? What's going on, man? Y'all gotta put some work in if y'all gonna have them titles, man. I ain't just got mods in here for no reason, man. I need real belt the ass or niggas getting they shit took. Period. Folks in here steady bringing up my homie and trolling LA and y'all just watching them. Y'all just tweaking on BD, folks. I ain't with all that. He talking about Tate talking like he really paying them out. It's not even about that, folks. It's just do your job, folks, or somebody else will. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it is, bro. A lot of people that's mods asked me to mod them, folks, and I did. So do your job. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody else can do it for you. Don't just sit up in here watching niggas say they dissing LA and tweaking and you ain't doing nothing, folks. Because I'm seeing it, so I know you see it. His ass gone now. Shit, I had to kick up dust for motherfucker to get him up out of here. You know what I'm saying? He already gone, folks. G-Lock. Block Papa say, was LA a gun fanatic like you? What was his fave? LA wasn't a gun fanatic like me. I ain't gonna lie. He wasn't a gun fanatic like me. LA was more of a any type of gun type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't a woo type. You know, he was more of a, he was a different breed. You know what I'm saying? He has slang any pipe or told any pipe. LA used to tote a lot of high points for. I ain't gonna lie. LA used to tote a lot of high points for. But let me get back into the Shaq story. Excuse me for all the people who gonna be watching this later. I know I just, but yeah, back to the Shaq story. So when Shaq died, man, I think Shaq death was one of the deaths that kind of like shaped me into who I am today. You know what I'm saying? Because Shaq was one of the deaths that, like, I really felt like he was gonna live. Like I never thought I'd get that call about Shaq. Just like I thought I would never get that call about Baldy, folks. But Shaq even more because I talked to Shaq more than I talked to Baldy. Not because that Baldy was my big brother. It's just Shaq was more hands-on with me specifically. You know what I'm saying? So Shaq was like in my ear a lot, and when he died, it just fucked up everything, my whole existence. So, cause now I done got accustomed and used to folks being in my ear and being in, like, pushing me in a different direction. Like, even when I was going to school, for like, when Shaq found out I was going to Joliet, for my freshman year, he acted like I was going to college, He acted like I was going to college, Like, Shaq acted like I was going to college, Like, he acted like I was going to college, He was happy as hell telling me like, go out there and be good, be great, play some sports, do this, do that. Like, he was happy as hell I was going to Joliet Central, And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, bro, I'm going to high school, You act like I'm going to fucking, like I'm going to fucking Stanford or some shit. Like, no, bro, I'm just going to high school in a different part of the state, But now looking at it in hindsight, I guess folks were just happy I was gonna be somewhere safe with an opportunity to do something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was sad because he got killed while I was at school, Like, he got killed while I was at school, Like, I wasn't even in the city. I was away at Joliet. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was killed. You know what I'm saying? He was killed, Like, he was killed, He was killed, And like, his death affected me a lot, I ain't gonna lie, because first of all, you never think a guy like Shaq gonna die, like, not gruesome how he did. You know what I'm saying? You never think that that's gonna be Shaq, cause Shaq went out his way for that not to be him. Like, and this is why I tell people all the time, like, bro, you just gotta, like, if you're not in this life, figure out a way to not be in this life at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you feel like this ain't what you want to do, then just, like, don't do it at all, bro. Because the problem with what Shaq did, and I love Shaq and I love him to death. But he preached a lot, and he said a lot of the right things, But because of his circumstances, he still was in the hood often. He still was posted up often, putting himself in situations for him to be killed like Baldy or D-Thing or Lil Steve. You know what I'm saying? Like he put himself in them type of places for shit like that to happen, Like, you know what I'm saying? And that hurt, you know what I'm saying? Because I know his message and the type of person he was trying to be and the way he wanted to live, But he was confined to his quarters, Like, he confined to his quarters, because we from the trench and there's little to nothing we could do about changing our environment and our circumstances on our own. You gotta remember, I'm only a 14, 15-year-old little boy. He like 17, 18, something like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to turn back when you already stuck in it. You know what I'm saying? He grew up in his life. So even though he want to be different, he's still confined to his court and his circumstances. Like I said, that's why I say I wish folks them would have put him in a position to see what he could have been as a producer. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say him and EA lock in 2011 or something. You know what I'm saying? Or like him and S. Dot make 2 songs in 2011 or 10. You know what I'm saying? Or him and the Bezel Boys do a tape together or something. You know, like maybe he see his work, he see the fruits of his labor, he see everything about him coming, everything he hoping for coming to fruition, bro, and he just lock in. And he not on the block. Maybe he in the studio making a beat, or maybe he at home making a beat. Maybe he's somewhere perfecting his craft, trying to level up instead of being on the block, folk. You know what I'm saying? This is why it's important to give your niggas everything that you got, folk. You know what I'm saying? This is why if your homies come to you, folk, about something they serious about, folk, you gotta take their word, folk. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing about it, it come back later. Either them wish they had worked with Shaq. Either a lot of people wish they started bringing up the fact that folks was telling them he was making beats once he was dead already. They started bringing up a lot of the things and his goals that he talked about. They brought it up once folks was dead. You know what I'm saying? So that means when he was alive, you could have took those same initiatives to recognize the shit he wanted to do and help him succeed in it. But instead, a lot of the guys that was rapping or making beats or making music that he really probably would have worked with, they never helped him work. They made it like what he was doing wasn't really something that they was interested with, you know what I'm saying? Or interested in helping with, or could really help with. But they really could, bro. I'm telling you, folks. We can do a lot, folk. Even though we ain't gotta have platinum plaques or nothing, folk. But we very influential guys and people who fuck with us and they do a lot. You know what I'm saying? So they could have helped folk them. You know what I'm saying? They could have helped them, folk. They could have helped them, folk. They could have helped them, folk. But Shaq, folks, Shaq was different, folks. I ain't gonna lie. Shaq death fucked my head up because I just wanted folks to live. I thought he was gonna be here a long time, bro. Like Shaq had that vibe, bro, where you feel like he gonna die old and gray. You know what I'm saying? He gonna die old and gray, folks. And folks died young, folks. Then a lot of the guys was right there when Shaq got killed. That traumatized a lot of niggas, folks. That traumatized a lot of niggas. Imagine you right there, you seeing your homie dead, folk that ain't did nothing but preach more life into the us. He ain't never did nothing that deserved him to be did like that, folk. All he did, folk, was try to be there for his homies, steer his little bros in the right direction, and be different from his circumstances he grew up in, folk. And like other people, like a couple other people I know that didn't deserve it, he got caught up in the blender. Like Tricks got caught up in the blender. Or Burger got caught up in the blender. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, a couple murders that happened in my hood, man, like, it'd be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, them ain't deserve that, folk. You know what I'm saying? Them did it all right. You know what I'm saying? They did it all right. They did some wrong, bro. But the niggas they surrounded themselves with was way more wrong than them, bro. Way more wrong. These the most righteous niggas 600 can produce. You know what I'm saying? These the most righteous. The three people I named them the most kind-hearted, sweet, genuine people that our hood could produce. Outside of me, of course. But that's as good as it get on that note, folks. So when they go, it's like you leaving all these cutthroat killers and savages out here, but you taking the niggas who like could have changed lives in a positive way, folks. That's one of the reasons why I say like, and I was taught to believe in karma, but I just like a lot of things I question it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know for a fact some people karma come through other people. Like sometimes your karma is you not dying. Sometimes your karma is somebody around you dying. You know what I'm saying? And maybe somebody else karma was Shaq died and it hurting them so bad. And that person having to live through that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that was it. But even still, it's like, I hate even thinking about it like that. Because why I got to die for their karma? Why I got to die for something they did wrong for them to live and be taught and have a lesson? But I'm around here, I'm just got to lose my life for somebody else to live and learn a lesson. like it's like no, folks. It's different, folks. Like you just be like, man, folks. Like it's like, man, folks. Like folks gone, folks. Folks gone, folks. You know what I'm saying? Like folks gone, folks. And everybody know, folks. Folks done did all he can, folks, to make sure we was stir, folks, and we was straight, folks, and he gone, folks. It just hurt, folks. You know what I'm saying? Like it just hurt, folks. Like Jack 604 they say the good die young because God's calling them home so they don't have to deal with the BS in the world. I get it, folks, but it's just sick and sad, folks, because that ain't a peaceful way to go to be with him, folks. Like my homie suffered, folks. My homie suffered, folks. He got shot up for that shit hurt, folks. He ain't go peaceful, folks. My homie suffered, folks. You know what I'm saying? My homie suffered, folks. And he shouldn't have had to suffer, folks. Jack 604 again. Shout out to folks for the donation. Say you can get karma from deeds in the past life too. K Fuller. This story sad as hell. Damn. I tried to put some humor in this, folks, but Shaq wasn't even like a funny dude, and we just didn't even have a lot of funny moments. Shaq was real calculated and not serious. He was very relaxed and cool. He just was always preaching and putting something, like some meat on your head. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't just out and doing a lot of goofy shit we was doing that I'd be making funny. You know what I'm saying? He was more cerebral and he was different, for like Shaq was different, for you know what I'm saying? Like Shaq was different, for he was way different. You know what I'm saying? He putting real meat on your head. No Diddy, for you know what I'm saying? Like he putting real fat on your head, for you know what I'm saying? And when we lost him, for we lost a lot of that, for. And then you gotta remember, for the timing of Shaq murder, G, like I told y'all, for when Shaq got killed, for my hood was already going through it, G. Like we was going through it bad. Like a lot of our big homies after we lost Baldy, D Thing, and Lil Steve basically back to back between July and September, for that spooked a lot of our homies, for like a lot of the big homies, for like that spooked a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? And they wasn't really ready to go to war with us for real. For that's why I give Trigger so much love and credit and respect to this day, bro, because he was the only big homie we had standing toe to toe with us, folks. Everybody got lost. Niggas started working at Family Dollar. E-Day got his CDLs, folks. Like, it was like 7, 8 of the guys working at Family Dollar, folks. Like, Foden was getting put up. They was ducking they show, folks. Niggas wasn't coming to the hood like that. They was like, it was gloomy in the hood, folks. It was gloomy, folks. It was terrible, folks. We was suffering. We was still in the streets. We was still beefing, folks. But you got to remember, folks, this 2011 going into 2012. A lot of us is 15 years old, 16 years old, 14 years old. You know what I'm saying? And we've never, we got to have big homies just like every other hood, folks. You know what I'm saying? But when folks and them get killed back to back to back, it woke a lot of niggas up. Folk niggas started going to Iowa, creating dope lines and shit. Like, they got up out of there on us. I'm going to be 100 with you. Derek Hatcher, shout out to them, folks. Shout out to Almighty League for the donation. Say, was Shaq and Baldy's character the same? I would say their character was the same. Tyrone Henderson, shout out to folks for the donation. Say, would you say him and Tricks were similar? I wouldn't say him and Tricks was similar like Tricks used to do it. Tricks was a little weird. See, Shaq and Baldy wasn't weird. Outside of Tricks being weird, they had a lot of similarities, but outside of the way people looked at Tricks, like people, I don't want to say people didn't respect Tricks, folk, but Tricks was looked at levels below Shaq now, folks. Shaq and Baldy, like, real original members, folk. Tricks is a nigga like somebody brought around, folk, but I love him, though, and he should be celebrated, but they try to treat Tricks basically like a whack, folk. You know what I'm saying? And Tricks And Foden went whack whack. Cereal box. Shout out to my girl Lynn. She said, "Thank you for honoring Shaq's legacy." Yeah, for sure. I gotta, like Shaq deserved to be remembered, man. Like because he was different, folks. Like he was one of them people, folks. Like he needed to live, folks. Like Shaq needed to live, folks. Like he needed to live, folks. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he didn't, it was sad, folks. Like, but when he got killed, folks, I swear to God, G, I think my whole hood, literally outside of Trigger, folks, stopped coming outside, folks. Like, niggas didn't want to show their face. Niggas didn't want to do anything, folks. They didn't want to do nothing, folks. Like, I'm talking about niggas wasn't coming outside. We had little to no guns, folks. We was around this bitch with revolvers and like we had like one Taurus 9, folk. Like back when they was all chrome, like we had one of those. Like niggas got up out of here, folk. After Shaq, folk. They was already leaving, folk, but after Shaq, it was like, damn, folk. Because like I tell y'all, G, Shaq, like they age, low key. Like Shaq and Baldy actually phone them age. You feel me? Ish. Like they around they ages. You know what I'm saying? So Shaq really hanging with 600 and he with us all the time, but he really like you could low key be like, man, Shaq a big dog. Like Shaq a big homie for real over here, folks. Like we could really call Shaq one of the big guys, folks, but he running around with us all the time, folks. You know what I'm saying? Like he running around with us all the time. So that woke a lot of niggas that was older than us up. You know what I'm saying? That made them feel it like, oh, damn, man, folk. They got put up, folk. And Trigger was the only one out here, folk. And Trigger was going in with us, folk. And I kind of think one of the reasons why Trigger even got booked, folk, was because he just knew, like, his little niggas needed him so bad, folk. He wanted to be the one to get the money and put the pipes back out here and make sure we was back straight, folk. Like, we wasn't even, Trigger didn't even really use to do shit like that, folks. Like, that shit he got locked up for, he ain't really used to do shit like that. He was a gangster, folks, but he do shit that's calculated, folks. He ain't just robbing family dollars and shit like that, folks. But folks was feeling so much pressure, folks, being our only real big homie that was in the trench with us, folks. I just feel like folks was just like, I gotta do something, folks. I gotta make some shake, folks. My shorties out here, we losing homies. The niggas that's supposed to be helping little folk, them ain't even out here. They getting put up, folks. You know what I'm saying? They ain't out here. Ain't nobody out here with my little niggas but me, folks. And I feel like that shit made folks like, like, I gotta do something. I gotta make some shake, folks. And he got bumped, folks, bro. The real Don Watts say Shaq the Sharif of 600. What the fuck do that mean? Lock dentured in black. Shout out to TT. She said, nephew, your heart is amazing. Thank you, TT. I appreciate that. I really do. Shout out to Derek Houcher, folks. I really appreciate that, TT. For them, like, that shit, folks, like, that shit made a lot of niggas, folks, tuck they shit, folks, and Shaq, folks, death hurt a lot of people, folks, on BD, like, it just, oh, you said Sharif, folks, on BD, yeah, I guess you could call him Sharif on BD, folks, yeah, you know what I'm saying, you could definitely call him a Sharif type, you know what I'm saying. You could call him a Sharif type. He just wasn't real religious with it. You know what I'm saying? He was more like just make the right decisions, little bro. Like it wasn't like a lot of religious takes behind it. It was more just I want you to live. I want you to be great. You know what I'm saying? And you can't be great if you die out here. You know what I'm saying? Like for sure. I get what you're saying, Don Watt. I definitely compare him to folks. IK say, shout out to folks for the donation, by the way. He said, yo, Tay, did you ever have an encounter with 051 Uchi? It's hard to catch up with your lives due to time difference in the UK. We rock with you in the UK. Yeah, I done had run-ins with Uchi for sure. I could do a 051 Uchi if that's what y'all want. I'm doing Kiddo next. Kiddo coming. Y'all want Kiddo? Do y'all want Kiddo? 051 Kiddo, y'all want that? But yeah, I got some encounters with him. I could do Uchi for if you want to hear about him for sure. Jack 604, shout out to folks. He said who was left in 600 posting up when the older guys ran from the woods, folks. It was Trigger. As far as the big guys, folks, Trigger was the only one. Trigger was right there with us, folks, and BD, folks. That was the only one, folks. When nobody in the trench with us, folks. I used to come back from Joliet, folks. It'd be literally a bunch of 14-year-olds, folks, and 15-year-olds and Trigger. Literally, folks. It'll be all the guys, folks, and Trigger, folks. That's it, folks. The Strut Falcons fan, folks. Shout out to them for the donation. He say, you celebrating the memory of the people that may have been long forgotten, unknown to the masses, especially after all these years. For sure. I gotta make sure y'all remember them and celebrate them, man. They deserve it. I seen when I posted, even doing this story, I got a lot more, like I got the reactions that I got, you know what I'm saying, was like more than what I expected. A lot of people was like, man, yeah, I want to hear this story, bro. Ooh, I want this story. Nobody really talks about Shaq. Nobody really, ooh. And I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it was so cool because like anytime I get a chance to talk about Shaq and his totality and what he meant to the hood, I will, you know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't a rapper and he didn't like, he died before really the culture even started. So like a lot of people don't know about him, you know what I'm saying? But he should be remembered and celebrated for real. You know what I'm saying? Because he was one of the ones that deserved to live. If a lot of people from our hood deserved to live, but if anybody did, it'd be Shaq. Shaq deserved to still be here, folks. You know what I'm saying? Shaq died in front of his family, folks. Like, it was people out there that was related to Shaq, folks. They seen that. You know what I'm saying? And that shit was gruesome, folks. That shit was bogus, folks. Like, long live my homie, folks. One Way Camp 945. He said, you still ain't open my DM, you ducking it. For what is your name, for? What is you DM me for? What are we talking about, gang? What we talking about? I forget, for. And I get a lot of DMs. There's no way you think I'm ducking anything. Shout out to he said, hey, Tay, yo, Ja Rule looking at us. What would you think LA would be musically right now if he was here, folks? LA will be the greatest, folks. I think he'll be top 5, one of the greatest drill rappers to come from this. You know what I'm saying? I think LA was that type of guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he could have done whatever he wanted to do in this game, and anything he set his mind to, he could have achieved. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like that was what was going on, and that's how I look at it. Ooh, gee, why nobody told me the game started already? Okay. It's time for me to get off here, y'all. Let me do these last couple super chats real quick. Yeah, but that's the end of the Shaq story, man. If before I even read the rest of the soup, that's the end of the Shaq story, y'all. Like I said, this story is kind of a little different. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a lot of laughing and tweaking and all that. For this is just more of a real story, a story about how real he was and how much love he gave and what he contributed, and like, just giving y'all more of a this more of an informal like video than just like a laughing one or funny. Like it's one of those where like it's y'all really getting introduced to him and who the person he really is. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't know him, for. But long live my homie Shaq, man. You know what I'm saying? Like long live Shaq, man. Don Corleone, he say rank the guys in op hoods, most to the least. I don't even know what you mean by that, Don. For you gotta specify a little bit better, for. Block Papa say LA have the encounter with Young Money before that night. Yeah. They was our ops, bro. Like we had encounters with them niggas. You know what I'm saying? They was our ops, for. Like we had encounters with them people, for. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, y'all be safe, man. I'm finna gonna watch the game. Y'all be safe tonight. I will be hopping back on live tonight though after the game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna either do a story time or we gonna do bingo night tonight. But I will be back tonight after the game. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all want to, if y'all still gonna be up and we still gonna get it going, we definitely could do something after the game. You know what I'm saying? Over, man. If y'all still gonna be woke, because I'm about to go watch the game. You know what I'm saying? This story time would take a poem, man, and I'll be back tonight. Now, not as soon as the game come off, y'all, we gone. I got y'all. You know what I'm saying? See y'all in the night.